Hey there everybody, Jerry here for Android Central, and let's have a look at the HTC Rime. It's the phone that's marketed for women, not really marketed for women, depends on who you ask. It does come with a wonderful feeling aluminum unibody design and this dark plum purplish color. Let's have a look at the hardware, make sure I've shut the screen off. Around front you've got your VGA front-facing camera. Everything's a nice smooth piece of glass. Your 4 capacitive buttons in the order that we're basically used to from HTC. Really nice bevel on the top and the bottom. I like the way they've done the screen. It's, other than the earpiece here, it's pretty seamless. Flipper over here on the left side of the phone. You've got, pop it open. This is amazingly difficult, but it's not that big a deal, and we'll see why in a minute. There is the cover for your USB port. Let's fumble that back on there. You flip over to the other side, there's your volume up and down switch. On the bottom you've got nothing but your microphone, if we can see that. On the top there's a second noise canceling microphone, the power button, and the 3.5 millimeter headphone / charm jack, and we'll look at the charm here in a second as well. Flip it over to the back, and first thing, this doesn't have a removable battery, and you can take the cover off to take the SD card in and out. It's pretty difficult to do, but you won't be changing your SD card too often. We've talked about that before. So that's there. Flip it over. You've got these 3 contacts here underneath your camera and flash and the external speaker. Those contacts are built to work with, and this is why that cover on the USB port doesn't matter that much. It includes a standalone charging dock. On the back of the dock, you plug your power supply right in here to this micro USB port, and you see it's got 3 contacts there that match up with the 3 on the phone, and you just lay it in. It charges just as fast as it would if it was plugged directly into the wall. It's a really handy thing for your desk or for your nightstand. Bravo HTC, it's a beautiful design. It is a little, it's cloth covered, it collects a little bit of fuzz, but that's something you'll just have to deal with. And this is included in the box, very nicely done. So that off to the side, and one more thing is included in the box, we talked about it before, the charm. HTC and Verizon can say whatever they want, but this charm was designed with one thing in mind: to attach to the phone while it's in a purse or a bag. You see the 3.5 millimeter jack has this little clip handle on it, and we'll plug it in there, and that keeps it from wiggling around. Goes right into the headphone jack. While this is set down in your purse or bag or man purse or whatever, this end, and it's about 2 foot long, it's got a little clip on it, so you can clip it to the top and let it hang out of the zipper on your bag, and it blinks. It blinks when you get a call, it blinks when you get a text message, it blinks when you have a missed call or a voicemail. Works really well. A couple settings in there to decide when to make it blink, and we'll have a closer look at that in a separate little video. Just wanted to show you how it all goes together here. And in the box you've also got a purple set of earbuds, average quality, and the power cord. We don't do unboxings, you know what all that looks like. Pop this out and take a look at the hardware or the software. It's Sense 3.5. I get a feeling that there's some customized things in here. I haven't fooled with Sense 3.5 a whole lot, but some of this just seems really different from what I've used. You've got the standard ring lock screen. You can, quick jump to an app or just slide it out of the way to go home. See the carousel effect. The 1 gigahertz processor on this smaller resolution is really fast. This is a fast phone, not just okay, it's very fast. If you're a speed demon, this one could be for you if you can deal with the purple. You've got your standard home screens full of HTC widgets. There's HTC Watch. Your people widget, put your favorite contacts in there. Friend stream, that's Facebook and Twitter. These 3 widgets, or 4 widgets here, are pretty cool. You've got a little clock and weather. Mail, messages, calendar, and camera. If you just tap the icon, it opens your mail. I don't have mail set up here, so let's use calendar so we don't get something stupid to look at. It opens the app, but if you just press the little handle, it flies out to give you a preview of, if you had a text message, there's the text, or there's a few pictures we've taken, your next calendar event, that sort of thing, last unread. Really neat, really cool. HTC, you do wonders with widgets and UI, and you've done it again here. Keep going, there's standard stuff, calendar widget, Google search, some Verizon stuff down there. Endomondo, that's included by default here. The women that they aren't really marketing this phone to want to stay in shape, and we appreciate that. Show Me, this is tutorials. You tap it and it takes you and tells you a little bit about the phone. Nice to see for people that, aren't real familiar with Android. You and I probably, can do without it, but it's there. Open up the app drawer, and I like the way it is divided into categories. Here's frequently used apps. There's all your apps, and there's apps you've downloaded. We've wiped this phone. There's nothing downloaded on it. I wanted to show how it comes out of the box. But we'll look at all apps and see what Verizon has included on here. There's Amazon Kindle. There's Endomondo, what we talked about before. You can see all your HTC stuff is in here. There's Facebook, FriendStream. All the Google stuff is there. Maps, Market. Mobile Hotspot, of course, that's not free. You have to pay for that. My Verizon Mobile, help you keep track of your data if you need to. Barcode scanner, there's VCast music and videos. Visual voicemail, Verizon Navigator, HTC Watch and weather. Nothing unexpected, nothing too intrusive, no city ID, so we don't mind seeing this. They've got to pay the bills somehow, so not too bad. Go back, look at the settings real quick. Standard HTC here all the way. It's laid out slightly different than stock, much more colorful, pleasant to the eye, but everything is the same. There's the charm. Like I said, we'll look at that more. This is how you can tell it what to trigger the charm. Personalize wireless networks. Let's look at personalize. There's, how to personalize your home screen. We've seen that from HTC, especially with newer versions of Sense. It's done very well, and it's also done on the Rime. Let's go down here and look at the About phone. Look at the software information. It's Android 2.3.4, which we're going to call the latest. It's the last SDK. At the end of Gingerbread's life, they threw out a couple different versions that different phones needed, but this ships with pretty much the final version of Gingerbread. HTC Sense 3.5, which is more important. HTC put their time and money into that, and it shows. It's very nicely done. Go back here and look at the hardware. 1 gigahertz processor, 768 megs of RAM, 3.69 WVGA screen, 5 megapixel camera around back, VGA up front, and of course it's got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, everything you'd expect it to have. All in all, it's a nice phone. It's a really nice phone. It's built really well. I'm kind of a sucker for purple, I'll admit it, and it's very fast. I fell in love with the way the charm works, even though I don't carry a purse most of the time. But yeah, I hold my wife's. I'll admit it. But it's done really well. It blinks when you need to see it. It's a great idea, and HTC and Verizon have done well, pulled it off well. We'll have more details and of course everything we think and feel about the phone in the full review in the post here, and you all read it and we'll try to answer your questions best you can. You guys have a good one. I am out of here.